Should Sabrina destroy her embryos? That is the question, y'all. Let me know down below what are y'all thoughts. But I'm gonna give a little background information because once again, I forgot to say that in the last two videos. Once again, there are some people who don't watch the show; they just listen to reviews or whatever. So I got to give background information. But first, I got to find this photo to put up there. Let me see. Let me see. Y'all, I had forgot about these five. I had already dropped five, I think Saturday or Sunday, and I forgot to do the other five. And I threw my notebook in the trash can, and I didn't realize it until I checked my other notebook. I was like, "Where my notes at?" Can y'all see that photo? Hopefully. I was like, "Where my notes at?" Then I went in the trash. It was still there. I said, "Oof, it was a close one." Kodo. But okay. Should Sabrina destroy the embryos? I'm gonna give a little background information. Sabrina told her then boyfriend Rich that she wanted to have a baby. Specifically his baby. He told her he didn't want kids. He told her he didn't want kids. He ended up changing his mind, and the reason he changed his mind is because he had to talk with his friends. That's what I've been studying saying. People disagree. Some people disagree, anyways. He told them that he never thought about having kids. He never wanted kids. He told her several times. He had a conversation with them at his place or whatever, and he was like, I never really wanted kids or whatever, but now you guys is telling me that I'm basically being a fool or making a mistake, then I guess I am. Then went told her I just never really thought about it and stuff like that. But yeah, the money, a man that popped up out of nowhere. The money, a man that worked for the bank, right, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Don't he work for the bank? And he was doing some type of article or something like that, and he wanted to interview her because she's supposed to be the bank manager. He popped up out of nowhere and offered his doggone sperm. This caused problems between Rich and Sabrina. Rich agreed to do it or whatever. But they found out at the doctor that his sperm was, I don't know the correct terminology, but basically the baby could end up sick, have sickle cell or something like that. So she was like hesitant, she didn't want to do it or whatever. So she agreed she wanted to do it with the money or whatever. She was weighing her options. They started spending time together and all this other stuff. And she told him, oh, we weren't supposed to talk about that part though, but she told him how she was starting to catch feelings for him and stuff like that. That's when they ended things. They broke up. The money ends up calling Sabrina on last week's episode and told her to destroy the embryos, and she doesn't want to. She's supposed to be asking him if he's crazy. I don't know if they're gonna be at the sperm place or at the bank, but some lady's supposed to walk through and say, I'm assuming it's her or whatever. Possibly his woman, possibly his wife or girlfriend or something like that, possibly somebody else. But yeah, he said, I'm asking you nicely. I said, what that mean? You gonna ask her meanly? That ain't the word, is it? You gonna ask her in a mean way? He said, I'm asking you nicely. I said, look, I'm ready to see the night episode now, just for that specific look scene. Hold on. Just for that specific scene, I'm ready to see what he talking about. I'm ready to see was he married, and also how she reacts, because Rich was telling her, I mean, I still don't think that she should, be with him either, because he don't want kids. He said that he shouldn't change his mind for her. Not to say that people can't change their mind, because you're allowed to change your mind, whether you choose to say I don't want kids and then later down the line you do want kids, or vice versa. Because people like, no, 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 no. But in this situation, he kept saying how he didn't want no doggone kids. And it wasn't until his conversation with his friends where he was like, oh, well, if you guys is telling me that I'm making a mistake, or, that I'm being foolish or whatever, then yeah. And then he said he didn't want to lose her too. That's another thing that he said. But yeah, some lady's supposed to show up on tonight's new episode, possibly his woman or whatever, asking if this is her. And I said, now who is this lady? I said, they picked a fine time to want to bring the money up. We at season 9 episode, whatever episode, because I don't know. I just know we passed 10. We passed 10, so that's past the mid-season finale. Why is the money just not popping up? When he was largely, I know they had to focus on the whole Karen storyline and stuff like that, but at the same time, they could have showed him, because I've been looking. I've been waiting, because she swore up and down. She was ready to have a family and stuff. Now she over here sleeping with Danny, cousin Rock. But yeah, what do y'all think she should do? Do y'all think she should destroy the embryos? Because, she's getting older. They all getting older, and they said once you reach, I think they said past 35. I think they was talking about that on season 1 with Karen. When Karen went to the doctor, they said it's high risk and stuff like that for women who passed that age. And I think they 36, or one of them 36. I don't know if it was Karen or what. But yeah, so I'm assuming that's why she decided to do that the whole way that she did in regards to having kids and everything. Well, I feel like she's gonna end up pregnant either way it go. I just don't know if it's gonna be by Rich or by what's his name, Rock. But yeah, I definitely think she's gonna end up pregnant. Y'all think she should destroy the embryos? I mean, they're hers now, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Couldn't she have went to, look, I forgot the whole storyline, because I was about to ask, couldn't she have went a different route? But he offered. He definitely offered or whatever, but now he changed his mind. And I was like, oh my goodness. Unless he got back with whoever he was involved with. But yeah, I was like, I don't know in this situation. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for the next review. Until